Okay, so today we're diving into off-plan real estate,
Uh-huh.
which is basically buying property before it's even built.
Yeah.
And we want to figure out where the best opportunities are going to be in 2025.
Right.
We've got some pretty interesting information that points to
Yes.
some potentially big returns,
Yes.
especially in a global market that's changing so fast,
Yeah.
particularly with a growing focus on sustainability and,
Yeah.
some really cool technologies.
Exactly. And this deep dive is about being strategic,
All right.
understanding how these like big economic trends and,
Yeah.
shifts in global politics are creating really unique opportunities to invest in properties that are
Yeah.
still in the planning phases
Yeah.
or early construction.
Got it.
And our sources really emphasize that this can be
Yeah.
a powerful way to build wealth
Okay.
if you know which markets to watch.
Okay, so that's what we're here to do today,
Right.
to try to help you figure out where you should be looking. We're going to zero in on 4 key locations that keep coming up.
Okay.
Dubai in the UAE, Lisbon in Portugal,
Yeah.
Miami in the USA, and Singapore.
Okay.
Our goal is to extract the really crucial insights and give you a clear understanding without
Okay.
overwhelming you with too much detail.
Yeah.
So let's unpack this, starting with Dubai,
Okay.
which is really kind of becoming a leader in future-forward urban development.
Dubai is a market that's really demanding attention
Uh-huh.
from off-plan investors.
Okay.
What's happening is the government is really pushing for these
Yeah.
sustainable smart cities,
Uh-huh.
and they're integrating some advanced technologies into their infrastructure.
Got it.
And this is creating a really attractive environment
Mhm.
for these types of investment.
I see.
And what's so fascinating is the scale of the ambition.
Yeah.
The government is really committed to this vision of
Yeah.
a very technologically advanced urban future.
Yeah, it sounds really impressive. And the information you sent me points to some very specific high-end
Right.
development areas that look really well positioned
Uh-huh.
for some strong returns,
Yeah.
like Dubai Creek Harbor,
Yes.
District 1,
Right.
and Blue Waters Island.
Uh-huh.
Now, these are not your standard residential projects, are they?
No, not at all.
Okay.
These are flagship developments
Uh-huh.
that are incorporating cutting-edge architectural design,
Got it.
a big emphasis on sustainable building practices,
Okay.
and the really seamless integration of smart technologies.
I see.
And if we kind of connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
Dubai's rapid advancements in digital transformation
Uh-huh.
across all sectors, its thriving luxury tourism industry,
Okay.
and its strategic location as a global business hub.
Right.
All of these factors make these off-plan investments really appealing.
So the demand is being fueled by
Yes.
a really powerful combination of factors.
For a lot of different factors, yeah.
Okay, let's switch gears and head over to Europe, to Lisbon in Portugal.
Yeah.
And this is interesting because our sources suggest there's a pretty big shift
Yes.
in investor focus happening here,
There is.
largely due to the golden visa situation.
So the recent changes
Yeah.
and the winding down of Spain's golden visa program
Okay.
have really redirected a lot of international investor interest
Uh-huh.
towards Portugal and Lisbon in particular.
Got it.
And real estate investment has become a key pathway
Yeah.
for people looking for residency in Portugal.
I see.
So off-plan properties in Lisbon are becoming
Yeah.
a really sought-after option.
Okay.
And this brings up an important question for potential investors.
Right.
What specific areas within Lisbon
Right.
are showing the most promise?
That's the crucial detail, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Our information highlights prime locations near
Yes.
major business districts,
Uh-huh.
and even more importantly,
Yeah,
close to international airports.
that's key.
And it seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Accessibility and a vibrant economy. Right.
Tend to drive property value.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
And what adds to Lisbon's appeal
Yeah.
is its blend of historical charm
Uh-huh.
and modern urban development.
So it's not just a
It's not just business.
business city?
It's a high quality of life.
Right.
It offers cultural richness
Yeah.
that really resonates with a lot of international investors,
Right.
which further solidifies its position as a real estate hotspot for 2025.
Okay, let's cross the Atlantic now and head to Miami.
Okay.
And this market seems to be really shaped by its connection
It is.
to Latin America.
It's fundamental to understand.
Okay.
When you're thinking about off-plan investments in Miami,
Okay.
the projected increase in demand for luxury real estate
Yeah.
is really driven by migration trends
Okay.
from Latin American countries.
Got it.
Miami serves as a gateway
Uh-huh.
culturally and economically
Yeah.
for a lot of individuals and businesses.
So when we're talking about off-plan opportunities in Miami,
Where should people be focusing their research?
waterfront developments
Okay.
always hold appeal,
Uh-huh.
but you should also look at mixed-use urban districts
Okay.
like Wynwood
Uh-huh.
or Brickell.
Got it.
These areas offer a dynamic lifestyle,
Yeah.
a blend of residential commercial
Okay.
and recreational spaces,
Right.
which often contributes to
Yeah.
more resilient long-term property value.
Okay.
And if we connect this back to the bigger picture,
Uh-huh.
Miami's role as a nexus between North and South America
Right.
creates a constant demand
Uh-huh.
for all kinds of properties,
Okay.
residential and commercial,
Got it.
which underpins those promising returns we've been talking about.
Okay, let's move on to our final stop.
Okay.
Singapore.
Yeah,
And this is a market that seems to be really embracing
it is.
the digital future.
Singapore is embracing the digital economy, which makes it really attractive
Huh?
for off-plan property investment.
Okay.
What's noteworthy is how deeply technology
Yeah.
is being integrated into the real estate sector.
Yeah, our sources mention a growing demand for high-tech,
Yes,
AI-integrated smart homes.
that's right.
That sounds
Yeah.
really cutting edge.
It is.
Where in Singapore are these types of
Yeah.
developments happening?
Regions like Paya Lebar
Uh-huh.
and Jurong are expected to see
Yeah.
solid appreciation in this segment.
Okay.
And Singapore's economic policies
Yeah.
around AI, blockchain technology,
Yeah.
and fintech are really attracting
Yeah.
international corporations
Yeah.
and high net worth individuals,
Got it.
which boost property values.
So it's a very interconnected and
Yeah.
forward-thinking ecosystem.
Very much so.
Okay, so we've taken a quick tour of these four markets.
Right.
Now, one of the key sources you shared with me is Dr. Puyan Gamari.
Yes.
So who is he?
He's a well-respected Swiss economist
Okay.
and the founder of Aland.
Okay.
And his insights are really valuable because he
Yeah.
understands both global macroeconomic force
Uh.
and the complexities of digital economies
Okay.
and how they relate to real estate.
Got it.
He emphasizes that to really capitalize on
Yeah.
off-plan opportunities,
Yeah.
you need a strong understanding
Uh-huh.
of macroeconomic signals
Okay.
and the shifting socio-political landscape.
And what's his core argument for why off-plan investments are so interesting right now?
He highlights two main advantages.
Okay.
First off, planned properties usually offer a lower initial purchase price
Okay.
than comparable properties that are already built.
Okay.
And secondly, there's the potential for value appreciation
Uh-huh.
during the construction period itself.
I see.
So for informed investors
Yeah.
who are tracking those global market dynamics,
Uh-huh.
this early entry point can be really lucrative.
Okay. So you're basically getting in
Yeah.
at a potentially lower price
Right.
with the expectation that the value is going to grow
Exactly.
even before the project is finished.
That's right.
But it's not as simple as just picking any off-plan development.
Not at all.
So what are some of the things our listeners should keep in mind if they're thinking about this type of investment?
Due diligence is essential.
Okay.
Timing your entry into the market wisely.
Yeah.
And the reputation of the developer.
Okay.
Those are crucial.
Okay.
You want to choose developers with a track record
Uh-huh.
of delivering high-quality projects.
Our sources actually mention a couple
They do.
Emaar properties
Uh-huh.
and Demek in Dubai.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to partner with these
Yeah.
well-established companies?
They provide reliability.
Okay.
They have a history of delivering projects
Uh-huh.
that meet standards
Okay.
on schedule
Uh-huh.
and on budget.
Okay.
Their global experience
Yeah.
and their financial stability offer a lot of assurance
Okay.
that the project will get done
Right.
and your investment is more secure.
So beyond just the developer themselves,
Yeah.
we also need to think about
Yeah.
the broader international context.
Yes. Global alliances
Uh-huh.
and government regulations can have a big impact.
Okay.
Things like international trade agreements
Right.
or changes to visa programs
Okay.
like those golden visas in Europe.
Yeah.
These can directly impact demand for property.
I see.
So investors need to stay informed
Uh-huh.
about geopolitical trends
Okay.
and regulatory updates.
And it's not just location and regulations.
Right.
It sounds like technology is playing a big role
Absolutely.
in determining the future value
It's huge, yeah.
of these off-plan properties.
Off-plan projects that are integrating
Uh-huh.
Advanced technologies are really standing out.
Okay.
I'm talking about smart home automation,
Yeah.
green building certifications,
Right.
and property management systems
Uh-huh.
that use blockchain technology.
I see.
These aren't just trendy additions.
Right.
They're things that enhance the value
Okay.
and appeal of the property
Yeah.
because they align with the demand for sustainable and digitally connected living.
Okay.
And Dr. Gomari stresses that it's important to invest
Right.
in properties with these cutting-edge technologies.
So it's a way of future-proofing
Exactly.
your investment.
Yes.
Okay, so for our listeners,
Yeah.
what are the key takeaways here?
Focus on those emerging markets
Okay.
like Dubai, Lisbon, and Miami.
Huh?
They all have strong economic fundamentals
Okay.
and rising demand.
Got it.
But it's not just about the location.
Right.
It's also about the developers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
choose,
Uh-huh.
prioritize those
Yeah.
with a proven track record.
Right.
Their reliability is directly tied to your ROI.
And we can't forget about
Got
the
it.
impact of government policies.
Definitely stay informed
Yeah.
about regulatory changes, like new visa programs or tax incentives.
Right.
These can really change how attractive a region is
Okay.
for real estate investment.
If our listeners want to dig deeper,
Yeah.
where can they find more information?
Ellen's platform
Uh-huh.
and blog are good resources
Okay.
for insights and updates.
All right, so to wrap things up,
Yeah.
this deep dive has hopefully given you a shortcut to understanding some of these
Right.
off-plan investment opportunities for 2025.
Absolutely.
We've explored Dubai's smart city initiatives,
Yeah.
Lisbon's appeal after those visa policy changes,
Yes.
Miami's connection to Latin American investors,
Right.
and Singapore's digital economy.
That's right.
And we've highlighted how macroeconomic trends, socio-political shifts,
Yeah.
and technological advancements are all really important
They are.
when you're identifying these potential investments.
Yeah.
So that leads us to our final thought.
Okay.
Considering all the global trends we've discussed,
Yeah.
the growth of smart cities, changes in investment migration,
Right.
the power of digital economies,
Yeah.
and the increasing demand in specific regions,
Uh-huh.
what single unforeseen factor do you think could impact real estate investment the most in the coming years?
That's a great question.
It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.